biggest.
Bigger than Monterey last year?
Yes.
Wow.
They were, Captain Neal said 5 meters.
Wow.
Whew. That's scary.
Which cruise was that? Is that Osborne Bank?
The Blood
nope.
Cruise.
No.
This year.
Oh.
Um,
Oh, between
it was mapping up to,
Yeah.
yeah.
between Osborne and Gorda or whatever.
Yeah, they were big.
Yeah, it's crossing the Pacific in the Abe Lincoln aircraft carrier, and we're trying to get around a typhoon, and it just kept crawling slowly west instead of recurving up north towards Japan. So we were just waiting a bit, hoping it would move. Then it started to back down towards us.
Oh my
Just
God.
really messed with our plans. But going around that, yeah, we had some pretty big seas.
How much does a giant vessel like that heel over? Must be a slow movement.
It is. You try not to get into beam seas if you can avoid it.
Wonder what that's like.
Yeah, the ones in Monterey last year, they were, a lot of why the ship was so rolly is we were surfing it on the way down. So they were coming from behind us, and we just, the rolls would just sit on them.
Right, you're just sitting there, not moving at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they were slow enough that they really affected our roll.
You ever see that photo Steve Matter took of me?
No.
Where I was on deck and I was like leaned over,
No.
30 degrees.
Oh
or
yeah, I
whatever.
did. Did you see the? I think that video that I posted was from the cruise I just mentioned.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I
The
saw
one
that one. Oh, on the bow?
Yeah.
Maybe I did see that, yeah.
I did a
Crazy.
recovery with Justin where we were taking waves over the transom.
Is this a
I've
crinoid to
done
the
that
right?
too, yeah.
Yeah, it's very dark.
Sounds like you guys have extensive ocean exploration experience.
A lot of fun.
Too much.
Ed, I think that might have been Antonella's first recovery.
Yeah, I put her up on the gangway, which was strapped down there. I was training her.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Like,
the wave
go
comes
up
over the
there,
back and we're like,
hold
oh,
on.
good introduction. Wow.
That's not the best.
Oh.
Whoa,
Yikes.
hey, there's a big reef.
Wow. Yeah, that's wavy.
Yeah, that wasn't even the worst of it. We weren't allowed outside after that. Triggered by me taking that video.
Really?
I was up on the monkey deck, and I was like completely drenched. And then I went down, and Oleg was like, "Were you just outside?" As he was writing on the board, "Do not go outside."
It's pretty humbling.
Yeah,
See how big the seas get.
Yeah.
I'll show you that video in a second, Emil, or after the end of watch. Okay, so that move's complete. I think Argus will end up here, and we'll just go this way.
Sounds good.
We'll just go 90. Bridge nav. 1 step 40 meters, bearing 090. Thank you.
What do you think, Bobby or Babby today?
Oh, who's going down?
Yeah.
They both did it yesterday.
That
so
was funny, yeah.
who's
I
going to
think
be first?
I think it's Bobby today.
You think Bobby?
Just Bobby.
Just Bobby, okay.
I guess that's the option. Bobby, Babby, both, or none.
Bobby, Babby, both or none.
It's like we're back in the land of stony reefs.
I don't know what that fish is.
I wish we could get rid of those
Oh,
Christmas
the
lights.
frog.
Or on
rid
one
of
of
what?
those goat or whatever
on,
we call it.
Argus sonar. They're not very helpful.
It's not, I think it's, I don't know if it's when we're flat is when it shows up more.
Yeah, but I can't figure out what instrument it is.
I think it's the sub bottom.
I don't think it is.
Let's turn that off. How about USBL?
No, it's too frequent for USBL.
Yeah, you're right.
Also, turning off the power won't stop the pinging. Because they have batteries. Let's just charge the battery.
Can I still paint on that by zooming?
No, you have to.
Say again?
Can I still paint up there by zooming?
You can give it a shot, Argus.
That's
think
me.
Oh, it's not bad, actually.
Nope.
How about focusing?
Stand by.
No.
Nope.
Okay, neat.
What's your where's the altimeter?
Altimeter is secure.
It's secure. What could it be?
Could be the
Thrusters?
thrusters, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
Yeah. That's better. Nah. What else is there?
Unless it's Herc's mezzo.
Yeah. Could be.
Can I stop just one? Does that work that way?
Stop what?
One sonar?
Can't you just turn it off here?
Yeah, but then it gets that weird state, you know?
Oh, right.
We
Yeah.
don't want to be doing that.
Could be the DVL? No, we would, no.
Good sideways current here.
No, if you turn off the USBL here, I believe that it does stop working. You have to then acoustically interrogate it to
I know what you're saying.
activate the battery.
don't know
That's
that
been the
I
case
agree.
in the past, where we have it in our notes here, that if you lose power to the vehicles,
Well, that's different.
oh, different from turning it off.
Yeah. Power to the vehicles. So the electric trigger goes through the bottle.
Bridge nav. Add one step. Thank you.
Through the serial comms in the vehicle.
So
This
the
does not turn
electric,
off the serial. This is just turn off the power.
that just turns off the power, not, so it still
Pretty
gets the
sure.
electrical trigger.
I mean, well, heck, why don't we just try it?
Yeah, see what happens to Argus. So that's one bounce. Two bounce, yep. So that still gets electrically triggered if USBL's off. So weird little
I'm going way
jellies.
off into the
Yeah.
abyss.
Yeah. It's okay, you're just zagging.
Sure, I'm zagging.
Need some zig.
All right, spicy current here too. I'm gonna face downhill and
To turn this back on.
if you want.
I do.
Cool, that's good to know. I don't know if I've actually tested that. Just left it as a theory until now, so
Yeah.
it's cool.
Some more stony coral up there.
Yep. See a good bunch of it. Let's take a look at that as we go by.
Sure.
This next one looks a bit bigger.
You want to see the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bridge nav. One more step.
Wow.
Yeah, so for those of you that recently joined us, we're still making our way up on a ridge that's located to the northwest side of Howland Island. The coral rubble that you're seeing on the base of those very high density environments, it's very characteristic of growth and those higher, bigger, and older corals that are kind of growing, dying, and then accumulating on top. You can see that the fauna is kind of facing the current because they are often specializing in filter feeding or suspension feeding.
Virgin.
So I don't think we saw as much stony on Baker, did we?
Oh.
We saw rubble, but what kind of coral was causing that? I don't
Good looking
recall.
sponge there too.
Oh yeah.
There's one up top of the spongy, right dead center now. Is that Resingid or was it a crinoid?
Right in front of us?
Yeah,
Crinoid.
slightly
The dark
left of center.
Crinoid, yeah.
Crinoid.
They have the Siri, the little anchor feet.
Okay.
Bridge snap. Add one step.
I'm gonna zig again.
Yeah.
Grab. Ooh, going fast this way. Following seas.
It's that dark bit.
Dark bit. Left, bottom.
Yeah, bottom left. Seems like a darker color
Darker
coral
coral, yeah.
than we've seen before.
Yeah.
I have to come up a bit.
Yeah.
No, you're right, it was Bobby. No, it's
Babby.
Babby. Can't tell
What
from
does
the
that tell you
hair.
about the hair? Yeah.
Babby.
Babby.
So someone at home is curious about the types of reproduction in coral. How do they grow and form and develop?
Yes.
And I know it's very complex, so, and there are different forms of reproduction.
Look at all these little micro corals everywhere.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
I'm honestly not that familiar with how deep sea corals reproduce, but we can learn together.
That's
Wow,
our
there's a lot
website,
back there.
LMGTF.
Yeah, just
Sponges.
Yeah, I think we
Have
might
general
want to sample one of
knowledge.
these sponges. Let's see.
Okay.
Sponge sample.
Wow.
Not
After this-
specific to
after
these
this move, we'll
deep
hold
water
position.
environments.
Yeah.
Wow. Is this what we saw down lower?
Unless you want me to
Not sure.
hold
I think
here.
so, yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
I think it'd be
Let's
worth.
just hold here so we can yeah, take a look.
Yeah, I think we'll be good.
I think it'd
There'll
be.
be still a little bit of bridge now.
Yeah, these little ones look like
Yeah.
the ones we saw down below.
Hold position.
You want to have a gander at some of these smaller tubular
Yeah.
ones?
Let's zoom in and
Please, gander.
Roger. I'm going to work my way over to the right. Get a better view of them.
pretty dense community of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different sponge there that's kind of like a
Yeah, a bowl,
a bowl that's facing into the
like a
current.
Oh, yeah.
urinal. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And we're done.
I thought it was a neck pillow. So
Yeah.
Wow, they're everywhere here.
they are, yeah. What do you think, Renee? Are we going to be good here?
I think we'll be all right.
Okay.
Argus should come a bit
Mega wide, please, Ed.
towards you.
That's widest.
Maybe behind you and towards you.
Widest.
Roger.
Is my guess.
It's nice to see some healthy sponges.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, yeah.
The eagle has landed.
Well,
Wham.
that's an interesting little coral there in front too, right at the base of the rock.
Yeah.
Are there hydroids coming out of the base of the sponges, or is that just how they're attached?
Which one?
Any of them. They've all got kind of fibrous.
Oh,
Hairs
yeah,
they're
I
attaching.
see
Oh, that is
that.
interesting.
I thought they were
Wow.
hydroids at
I
first.
didn't notice that. Whoa.
Maybe we can look at it.
Maybe we can. Any of them.
The base
again?
of any of these sponges are the fibrous bits.
Fibrous base
Hopefully
sponge.
above lasers, like that one
That
or
one.
beyond.
Zoom in.
That's a great
Yeah,
shot,
clear?
actually. Look at the sponge world.
Yeah.
They all facing to the left.
Look
into
at
the
Argus view. It
current
looks
there.
like it's all splatted because of the shadows everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Wow.
Yep. Steve's confirming
This had a
So-
tiny, 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 tiny brittle star.
fibers that they use to anchor. This is cool. Steve, do you think we should grab one of these? Those are tiny brittle stars. Wow.
Those are tiny brittle stars.
Great close up.
Yeah, I'm wondering
I
if
wonder
we
if
can
I
get
can
from the bottom
Turn the black
somehow.
levels down.
Yeah, I think since we've got such a large community of them, we try to get one of the smaller ones from the base.
Ah, he thinks that's an inspired idea.
It wants the. You want the base?
Yeah, if we can scoop
Scoop. Okay.
Or
Sure.
scrape.
or scrape.
Okay.
I think
My
scoop and
feet
it'll
stop.
just go away.
Yeah, the current's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
Um,
Mostly just trying to get some of those fibers if we
Oh.
can.
Yeah,
here we
that's
go.
gonna be.
There you go. Maybe even a smaller one is fine too. We don't necessarily have to go with the big one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what the best way to do that's gonna be.
For slurp? I think with
Maybe.
scoop.
Maybe slurp.
If you could nudge and then slurp, maybe to
I
hopefully
think
get
if we
some
let
of
it
those
go,
fibers.
it's gonna.
It's gonna
gonna
float.
fly
Oh, I
away
see.
on
I see what you mean with the current.
The current's
I'm looking
giving
at
her,
that
yeah.
yellow coral.
Yeah.
Think about it for 8 minutes.
Yeah.
There's also some interesting
Schadenfreude.
little orangey bits on the coral.
Well,
Until you're right.
I can just poke one and see what happens.
Do you think they'll fit in the slurp? I don't.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So what are options? Scoop.
Put it in.
If you
Yeah,
want the whole thing.
yeah, let's scoop a smaller one from the base. And
Can I try just grabbing it?
well, yeah, can try that.
I think the scoop it'll just fly away.
I think the scoop will fly away
Yeah,
too.
so the coral cutter is at the base.
Yeah.
We have two of the front starboard boxes open, smaller ones.
The
A
one,
and B.
one with the rock.
Yeah. Those are
Yeah, the
completely
starboard
open.
side small.
Yeah, we need a new nomenclature for the boxes.
Yeah, the front. Well, this is like new this year. It's the A and B
Yeah.
front forward.
So we have two
G and
A's
H.
and two B's.
Just you know what you gotta do is
yeah,
you gotta
two.
That looks
One
good.
of
just
them.
ROV team just put a G and H in the front.
Come in.
That's done.
Another one
stand
of
by.
those metallogorgia up there.
But there's no question about it.
I like just random other letters that.
Do whatever you wish. But as soon as that drawer opens and they see those letters, there's no calling it A and B
Put an
anymore.
XY. Put them all the way at the end.
Auto XY. Okay. Come in, please, Ed.
Preferably not X, Y, or Z.
Yeah,
Oh,
fair
you-
enough.
those are
Thank
mine.
you. Those are mine.
Okay.
I wonder if it would be better to do it the opposite way.
Wow.
Oh, you got it.
Awesome.
Whoa, the
Nice.
whole thing.
Beautiful work.
Come by my house and weed.
As long as you provide me a multi-million-dollar lawnmower, then I'm into it. Forward bio boxes or starboard bio boxes?
Starboard. You can
Okay.
put it in the front small one.
Okay, can I get preset 4, please?
Gorgeous view.
I'm doing a DVL reset while you're here. You're out of
I am.
auto XY, so I can
Confirmed,
do that.
Ginormous wide.
Thank you.
Yep.
I heard you say it, but didn't register. We're doing the starboard side box. Which letter?
You could put it in A, the
Alpha,
very
roger.
front one.
Okay, you can give me the salvo.
Vehicle's moving just a little bit.
Roger, yeah, auto heading. Standby.
So
Is there anything floaty in this box?
no, there's not an A.
In
But
A,
what-
B, C, or D?
There's some in C and D, but none in A and B.
But what is in C and D?
C and D both have coral.
Are they going to float out?
Heavy coral versus
We
light
should
coral?
have them put that on the form, like floaty,
Yeah.
It needs to. That needs to be on the form. Yeah, I thought we've been doing that.
like just a little box they
That one
check.
has a
Yeah.
Cantadella coral snip.
Yeah, we don't know what that means.
Yeah,
And
it's
what's
a
the other
snip. So, this is
We'll just hand over like
white
this.
fallen
I
over
know.
coral.
Yeah.
Maybe this
one?
one.
I don't think they're going to float out.
Roger that.
They seem to be small snips.
Should put it in
Smalls.
D then, probably. The front or the back one.
Oh, they're just trying to figure out if anything's going to float out when it opens.
Okay.
Is Alpha still good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you can open it all the way, Avery.
Cool.
If you see anything floating out, just someone say
Nope.
something. Oh, these silly, silly coral cutters.
I think we got a new candidate for floaty bit, and it's this one.
Yeah. Yeah, that does need a piece of metadata. Floaty.
Nice.
Wow, really good, Trevor.
Wow.
Awesome.
Wow.
Understand
Slam
it-
dunk.
It sinks.
Perfect.
056.
It
sunk. Okay, you can close that. Thank
Or-
you.
Sorry, 057.
057.
Cool.
It didn't look too floaty to me, but
Glass-
has
glass
potential.
sponge.
Right.
Glass sponge, yeah. Let's tentatively oh, let's see, where did it go? I had the name. Tentatively a...
Cool. And can I have front porch, please? Awesome. Okay.
Wow.
Ready to
Tentatively
keep
a
moving?
Ferronematidae.
Yeah, let's lift up a little and get kind of a nice view of this field of sponges.
Yeah, why don't we just hold off on the ship move until
we'll hold.
the watch change.
Yeah.
We'll just cruise around here for a bit.
Yeah, this is a good place to turn over.
Yeah. Anywhere in particular you want to look for the last 30 seconds?
Yeah. Let's
Underwater.
get that crab to making his way across the field.
Grab eye.
Hey, Dwight.
You zoom in on the crab, please, Ed.
Yeah, coming in. I totally expected that.
That's
Yeah. How about I just bounce around for a bit? All right, come on.
Why not?
yeah. Yeah.
Giant wide. Oops. And that's starting again. Let's stop that.
So while we're conducting watch turnover, just a quick summary. We've I covered about 1 kilometer of the seafloor on this watch and saw a variety of habitats, starting out with a knoll, a topographic high on the ridge that was just an amazing habitat for stony corals. These
Video's gone off comms.
really large reef building deep water corals. Oreo fish seem to like to sit in their shelter, get out of the current. The largest was about 15 feet wide, maybe 10 feet high. It's the largest any of us have ever seen. Came down and experienced some really strong currents trying to climb up further along this ridge. So we picked the vehicle up, moved it a bit up, getting away from the wall seemed to work. We were able to then re-engage the floor after about 100 meters or so and continued up and came across a large field of sponges here.
then it's bad. Yeah, okay. Bridge nav, can we step again, please? Um, they are doing east. Ah. Is that good, Rennie?
More treats.
They were doing 40 meters moves. I guess we can keep that until we reach probably that slopey more part. Yeah, that should be like around almost 200 meters of flat. Okay.
All right, good morning, everyone, or good afternoon now.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Good morning. Hello.
Slow highs rolling. Everyone get some sleep a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, but
Yeah.
not too much.
Not enough.
Yeah.
It's never enough.
No.
This cruise, I can't sleep past 10 a.m. It's horrible.
I usually like try and get up at 10. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I didn't get up till 11:15 here. I could have slept for 2 more hours, easy. Zoom in there, video.
Is it a two-coral thing, a two-color coral, or is it dead parts?
Sometimes this one is in 2 colors, but I think this looks more like a
Sam
good
is
amount of
doing-
dead skeleton.
Someone's doing a lot of
Hey, full wide, please.
analog zoom, trying to get closer to the screen. So it was like
I was on watch with someone one time who I think was a little bit more used to submersible dives, and they were looking at the screen one time and started leaning over trying to look under this ledge that they were looking at with the camera, and then they realized what they were doing and that everyone was watching, so they pulled out a flashlight
Oh.
to try and shine under the ledge.
another step.
Funny.
Yeah.
Bridge nav step, please.
Yeah, who said ROVs aren't just as good as HOVs?
Yep.
Science, did we get an update from the last watch? Did they see anything of special interest or anything?
Well, it sounds like they saw a pretty big stony coral reef.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they saw some pretty cool corals. Alexis, in the middle of her sleep when I was leaving the cabin this morning, said, "We saw so many cool corals."
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Oh, I see. There's only 2 Niskin left.
Yeah, and one is the control sample.
Zoom in there, video.
It's an Oreo fish.
They're back.
It is indeed.
Looks like it's living on a little rock mount. Maybe it's just a rock.
Oh, there he is.
The Oreo fish.
Okay, full
They're
wide.
so cute.
A lot of coral rubble like yesterday.
Yeah, and it was right around this depth yesterday that we started seeing the rubble too.
Yeah.
Yesterday, you mean previous dive?
I
Or-
guess
Yeah.
2 days ago, maybe.
Although
Whatever
really,
that was.
really it was yesterday because it was
Yeah.
first,
Oh, it was.
right?
Yeah.
So,
But on bigger.
yeah.
I was wondering if you referred to the social yesterday, which is ends at 4 a.m. for us,
Yeah.
Mm.
or to the actual yesterday.
The last dive, I guess. I should say. Whenever that was.
That happens a lot when I'm on board.
4 Sundays ago,
Yeah.
but it was really 2 days ago.
Yeah. It's like the time warp.
Can we zoom on that darker colored coral a little bit to the left of the lasers, please?
Yeah, the thing that is kind of horizontal.
Yeah.
This one?
Yep.
Go ahead and zoom in, video.
It's one of the twisty things. No, it doesn't
Is
look.
this
Yeah, it
the
looks like
Gorgia?
it looks like the wavy version, which is Rodon or Gorgia,
Just come out a little bit.
something like that.
So,
It's interesting.
are you making up the names adding Gorgia at the end, or are these real?
No, someone else already did that. Yeah, it doesn't look quite as spiraled. It looks like the
Right.
one that's just kind of a
It
slight
looks
wave
kind of
to
wavy.
it. Yeah.
And punch in again.
Hard to tell, the branches are so dense.
Yeah.
So, is it sampling material?
All right, full wide.
Is that
No,
a little
I think
baby
we're-
goosefish?
I think we're okay. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there was one.
You have some time, Mike. The ship is struggling to.
Yeah.
Look at all the sponges here.
Rodan or Retagorgia? Rodan.
What does this termination mean? Because it must mean something. It's all the corals, or most of of the names that you say end like this.
The Gorgia?
Yeah.
I think it comes from Gorgonid, which is a big group of the octocorals.
Can you keep the steps going, Albert?
Yeah, but the ship's struggling to start the step. Once it starts,
okay.
we will.
Yeah. We want to cover a little ground.
Yeah.
How about
while it's flat.
how far away are we from the end waypoint?
Oh, the end waypoint is not where you see it, bro.
No, I know, but just for my, so I can get a reference point.
Like 500.
There you go, 500 meters.
Thanks.
That could take all watch.
Yeah.
It depends on the current we find in that slope.
There's a lot of current even down here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Then.
Ship's moving now.
Yeah.
Are all of these little standing up structures sponges, even in
Yep.
that back here?
Little
Wow.
glass sponges.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, I was just telling Albert in the lounge, this is probably as many sponges as we've seen like cumulatively on the rest of the cruise.
Yeah, that's really incredible.
Bridge nav, step please. Bridge nav. Can we change the steps to 20 meters for the next time? Thank you, Vitaly. Yeah, I don't like 40-meter steps, it's too big. The ship's going like 0.7 knots now, so
Yeah.
it's too big.
Get in trouble like that.
40 meters is too big step, from my point of view. Other people might feel...
Rennie was doing 40s, come on.
Oh, but Rennie is the lead nav. I'm not the lead nav.
Try 30 maybe. 25, all right, 25. Turning to rubble.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks kind of sad.
Haven't heard that keyboard and it's 10 past. It's 11 actually, so you went 1 minute without over the 10-minute rule without logging, or?
I don't think you've been listening.
I can hear her. I can hear the typing.
Oh man.
Poor Sarah.
She's gonna start muting before she types.
What we actually mean is thank you for taking such great observations.
No, actually.
You don't hear Sam or me typing that often. I log like 4 observations a dive, maybe.
Bring snap,
I mean,
step,
a
please.
launch, maybe. Warp 9, Scotty, come on.
Warp 9.
The ship is moving in the direction it's pointing, so it should be easy on the thrusters, I think.
Yeah. Argus is like 60 meters behind now. That's not, like, we cannot put another step, I think. What do you think, Mike?
So Dwight, what are we thinking that
check
the
it before
substrate is here?
You might be
I
able to
haven't
do
seen
one
enough
more.
rocks. They looked basaltic to me.
Check it
but
before we come
might
up.
Yeah,
be in
because there's
that,
got to be something under this thin layer of
Yeah.
sand
Ship
everything's
should, like,
anchoring
I-
to.
I think, yeah, the
According to the
sediment
chat,
is like
we
a
could,
thin,
like,
real thin veneer.
We're still like
We could
Yeah,
poke it.
yeah. So that's a
80 meters.
Yeah.
But it might be
So we
towards
might be
the
able to put,
transition to the
to put
carbonate.
some more steps.
Yeah, because
but
on the left there, you can see it's.
Still 850 meters deep, so.
Yeah, I wonder if this might get like cleared occasionally, because I don't think a lot of these corals would
Please
settle,
step, please.
even if it's a thin layer of sand, I don't think they would be able to settle onto it.
Yeah, I'd be surprised by that too.
I mean, it's weird to see so many corals that look like they're just growing out of the sand here.
Yeah.
Do you mean cleared like by a current or something that would like brush away that top layer, or would clear out?
Yeah, I would guess a current, but I don't know.
It's a big coral, or several.
Oh yeah, can we image that a little closer, please?
Zoom in there, video.
Looks like it's dying off.
Yeah, you see this a lot with stony corals, like
Yeah.
parts
Healthy
of the
parts out.
yeah, a lot of like a healthy veneer on kind of the outside of a bigger reef structure. But this is, I mean, a lot of this one does look dead.
Dense.
Come out a little.
Ooh, one fish.
Fish.
Go in on the fish. All right,
know how
full
many
wide. I gotta
rocks?
catch up a little bit here.
How many rocks we have total?
Wow, it's a big one too.
So do we want to put another step or do we want to wait?
Is the transfer speed faster today?
No, but I think Dwight's observation was right. We are moving ahead.
Yeah, right.
And it's easier to get to the 1 knot transfer speed.
We have
Yeah,
3.
maybe just this is a good place to check it.
3.
I've fallen behind too, so there's that.
So you want to wait for that step?
Yeah, wait for a minute. Yeah, and they're starting to come up slope here too.
Lots of Oreos.
Yeah, they're all over.
What a treat.
Are they double stuffed?
More of a quad stuffed man myself. They're not for everybody.
I can't even handle double stuff. Those things are so sweet.
Do they really make quad?
Oh yeah.
Come on, never seen that.
I'll see cucumber.
Those are so cool when they just float by. These sponges are just covered in brittle stars.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, there's a crab friend.
Zoom in there.
Huh?
Do crabs eat sponges?
This one does.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing
Go for a
something.
Nope. Checked it out anyway. Didn't like the tastes.
Yeah.
So Sam, for some of these corals we just saw that look like
Thanks, buddy.
they might be kind of dying off. What are the different stresses that might cause that?
Well, sedimentation is a big one that I would think of here just because there is that kind of layer of sand and debris covering everything. But some stony corals especially, they kind of just, it's kind of their growth pattern. They grow a bit and then kind of the live stuff on the top.
Still coming back?
It has better access to food and water exchange, and so it tends to be a little healthier, and the stuff on the bottom
We can
starts
wait
to
slightly more if you want.
Yeah, just do it.
go
Yeah, do a
downhill
20
a
meter
little
one,
bit.
because yeah, you're right. By the time he starts moving.
Bridge nav, can we step please?
So you think the sedimentation
Yeah, I already
would
asked
prevent
the
it
bridge
from
to
like
put the
filter
steps to
feeding?
20 so we can control it better.
Yeah, exactly. So it's even at a low level, it's kind of making it harder for them to grab food particles instead of grabbing sediment, and then at higher levels it can completely clog some of their feeding apparatus. Yeah, so sometimes we'll get these giant stony coral mounds that will look like little hills, and pretty much a completely dead framework on the inside, and then just a pretty thin layer of live coral on the outside.
Huh.
It's pretty cool.
One question. Get ready. When we refer to feeding apparatus, does that also include the digestive system, or only like how they put the food into its body for the next system to digest it?
It'd be like your hands bringing food to your mouth.
So that would be the feeding apparatus.
Mm-hmm.
So in the case of the crab, it would be all these things that have it in front doing like this crazy motion stuff.
Yeah.
Has wipers for its eyes because the mess it makes in its face when it eats.
I mean, they can clean themselves off if they get some sediment on them, but if it's too much and it's just all the time, then it can definitely lead to mortality.
Yeah, not eating leads to that most of the times.
Zoom in there, video.
Urchin.
Urchin, and I'm not quite sure what coral that is. Looks very dirty.
The one on the right?
Yeah.
It's an Gorgia.
You're right about the
it's like a black coral, but
it looks like it's trapped in there.
Yeah, you can really see it on that one.
Yeah, it's black, the inside, it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know what
do you think
species it is, though.
Do you think that that is sampling material?
No, I think we can keep pushing on. I know Dwight has some interesting geology to get to.
Thank you.
Dwight, so what do you think the chances are that some of the sedimentation happened recently in like a more mass event to cover everything and cause like added stress to the corals that are here? Because it does seem like it would have had to be more clear in the past for so many things to settle.
So the shallow parts of this island are so steep that you must get these mass wasting
slope
events.
failures.
So, yeah, and that whatever sediment is sitting up on top of the cap would, once the slope fails, that would move down slope, right? So you'd get these thicker deposits due to those events, but you know, I'm not that sure how tectonically active this area is, if there's a lot of earthquakes or what to cause slope failures. You know, we'd have to look at people that have done coring around here and looked at sediment thicknesses.
I suppose some really heavy storms or really strong currents could cause some amount of.
A lot of this looks like the coral rubble, though, from just those stony corals dying and collapsing, right? Over millennia, really, you know, thousands and thousands of years of the same process. But, yeah, storms can move sand from the island offshore.
Zoom in there.
Wow, that's some intense rubble. Can really see the coral in there.
Sam, is this rubble more of the madrepora? You're not on SPL.
Definitely been seeing some madrepora, but a lot of it's pretty hard to ID when it's so broken down. Like that's some like live madrepora down there.
Zoom in.
Oreo fish.
You're right in there. Yeah.
Can I pull out?
Yeah, come out. What's this? Oh yeah. Zoom in there, please. Okay, full wide.
I think I can see the steeper wall and Argus sonar now, so we're still kind of a ways away from it. If you want to keep the ship going, that's...
Yep. Bridge nav, step please.
I was reading one of these articles about all these things that used to be cool in the 90s, like Jinko jeans and Jolt Cola. You know what I thought used to be cool? Earth. Too soon?
Zoom in there.
Here we go.
He's got one of his fins
early
has
in our
been
watch
removed
for
or
one of
something.
those, Nick.
It's the greenest deep sea fish I've ever seen.
Oh, sorry. Pull out a bit. Okay, go in again.
Bridge nav, step please.
Okay, full wide.
Steve says rat tail, macruid. May not be how you pronounce that.
Yeah, after this step we'll have to settle and see, because that will bring the wall down to like slightly less than 40. And see.
Interesting rocks.
So we're holding after this step, do you think? Or do you want one more?
That's colorful. I know.
I think you can maybe squeeze one more in.
Bridge nav, step
Zoom
please.
in there a bit, video. It's good. Go in tighter.
And there's a lot of these squat lobsters on here. Covered.
899 left to ID.
It's manageable. It's there. It's not crazy.
2 different kinds right there.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially.
Sarah, what did you say the other day? There were like 900 different?
I don't know, somebody
Or
said
is
there
that
was like
confusing? That was something else.
902 known species.
Yeah, that's wild.
They think like 100 something yet to be described.
Wow.
Shrimp. Is that a cryonite?
Yeah.
Looks a little different.
Yeah, it looks very different.
Come out wide a little bit. That's good. All right.
yeah, I think that step was
full wide.
Like you have
Yeah.
to be extra careful because that
Yeah.
step.
I'm gonna get back up front here.